Amazing hackers, I hope you're all doing well today. I have an episode of Hacker News for you. In this episode of Hacker News, we'll go over HackerOne paying out over $100 million. We'll look at some vulnerabilities that were found by researchers in the wild, and we'll look at some news about Intigriti and pentester.land. So I hope you'll enjoy. Let's get right into it, shall we? The first article you see on screen right now is the one from HackerOne paying out over $100 million. Now, bug bounties, of course, we try to keep the world safe. We try to make the world a better place as hunters. So if there's monetary incentive to do that, that's always nice. So I would like to extend a big thank you to HackerOne for giving us such a big incentive to keep doing what we're doing. Thank you and keep being awesome in that regard. The next article I have for you guys is a security research issue. So a researcher found a vulnerability in SSRF for over $31,000. Really interesting how he chained a couple of exploits together. So I would definitely give it a read if I were you guys. Link is down in the description below. Now another article I have is how a researcher found a vulnerability in Apple that resulted in a $100,000 bug bounty. So that's also really interesting. If I'm not mistaken, that researcher was able to forge a JWT token and insert his own email address because Apple allowed a JWT token that was signed with the client secret. Really interesting. I would definitely give it a read. So next up, we have some news about Intigriti and pentester.land. As you guys probably know, I really like pentester.land. I used to follow a few of their articles. I'll open their website real quick. As you can see, they have a list of bug bounty write-ups. This will still be actively maintained by the admin of pentester.land. But the top 5 hacking newsletter will now be together with Intigriti. So that's really interesting. It'll give a lot more opportunity for collaboration and beautiful things usually flow out of that. So really interesting news. From now on, Intigriti and pentester.land will be giving a more qualitative, in their own words, content. In my opinion, they've both been given extremely qualitative content already, so we'll see what flows out of it. I'm really curious, because if it's even better, it'll be super juicy. So next up, what I have for you is the bug bounty radar. So this is also released by Portswigger. They released all of the new bug bounty programs for May 2020. As you see when you'll scroll down, there are a few interesting programs in here. You can always find the provider, the program type, and the max reward. Also some description and a little bit of notes. Now, for example, Google Kubernetes engine came into play for bug bounty hunters. We can also now do Microsoft Azure Sphere, which is a temporary program. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure that you hurry up. One I found interesting is the Stop COVID contact tracing app. It's a really interesting opportunity to help with this current pandemic. France is the one giving out this bug bounty target, so really interesting, and it's on Yes We Hack. Also probably interesting for some of you guys will be Xiaomi, so maybe there's some interesting things in here. Now, if you enjoyed this episode of Bug Bounty Hacker News, I hope you did, and I'll probably see you in the next episode, because if this gets good views, of course, I'll keep making this. Leave a like so I know you guys enjoy it. That way I know I'll have to keep making these videos, and I'll hope I see you in the next one. Have a nice day.